go. And Dianna Overman is joined by Denise Todero, Support Coordinator for Survivor Outreach Services. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us. Denise, you're the Support Coordinator for Survivor Outreach Services. What does that mean?
The Army Survivor Outreach Services Program is a program that was stood up in 2009. And it works with the families of our fallen military, providing support and building a unified program that we always assure survivors and embrace them, that they are part of the Army family for as long as they would like. Mm-hmm. So what happens is if there is an active duty death, a casualty assistance officer is assigned to that family to help them through that time frame and go through all the logistics of applying for benefits, getting everything ready for the funeral. And at that point in time, Survivor Outreach Services is informed of the death. We are introduced to the casualty assistance officer, and we're there to support in whatever is needed at that time. Once that casualty assistance officer is completed with their duties, then we do what's called a warm handoff, where that family then becomes part of the Survivor Outreach Services program for as long as they desire. It can be forever.
Wow.
And we make sure we are outreaching to that family, any questions that they may have, any support they may need, gathering them together.
Now, the state is broken up into districts, for want of a better term.
Correct.
And you have Indiana County and several others.
Correct. I have 7 counties. I serve about 600 survivors in those 7 counties. There's about 40 survivors in Indiana County. In the state of Pennsylvania, we have about 3,000 survivors that we're serving. And we are not just a program within Pennsylvania. We literally are in all 54 states and territories. There are Survivor Outreach Services coordinators in some European countries also. So we're basically kind of worldwide where we need to be, providing support to those families whenever and wherever is needed.
Yeah, and of course, Dianna, they work with you, with the Indiana County Veterans Providers Group, and make a pretty good team.
They do, and actually Denise came to visit our group, I believe, last fall to present information on what her organization does, and it's just another link, in the services that we're providing here in Indiana County. We always do pride ourselves. We are so fortunate to have so many veteran services in this county and to be able to coordinate them with a group like this and bring even people out of the county in that can, fill in. Denise was talking out before we came on air. She's actually going to meet with somebody today because she was in the area.
Right.
So, that's really important that we branch out as far as we can to make sure people have those services available when they need them.
Yeah, Denise, we think of people, as you describe them, when we have the loss of a loved one within a family. But then that ongoing care, I'm interested in that because, people might think, okay, death occurs to every family and people deal with it and they move on with their lives. It's not quite that simple when it involves military, is it?
Exactly. And duty status time of death determines what specific benefits may be available. And so some of the things we look at as Survivor Outreach Services coordinators, we look at milestones. We remind a spouse who may be receiving benefits that if she or he remarries before a certain age, some of those benefits will go away and may never come back.
Okay.
One of the things that I'm extremely passionate about is these children of our fallen service members. Many are entitled to a phenomenal amount of educational benefits. And so I always go through my list and I look at who is turning 17 or 18 when, and am reaching out to those families and reminding them of those benefits. Also reminding them that, a child whose parent would be receiving support through them for some of the benefits, when that child turns 18, that monthly amount becomes theirs if they are still in school and certain criteria. So we're reaching out and reminding them of those things. There was recently a change in the TRICARE medical and dental insurance, some terminology, some options. So we stay in touch with folks and remind them. And I mean, the list could go on and on and on.
It sounds like it's very, very important that people enroll with you as quickly as they can, because they really, with everything that's out there and the way things change so often, they really need someone who's going to be able to guide them in that way and get involved with the entire family history and who is a part of the family, because there could be things out there that are available to them that they have no idea.
Exactly, and we've been honored to be able to provide that information to many families. One of the other things we do is it is comforting for people to know that they are not standing alone, and to introduce them to other family members if they desire. So one of the ways we do that is we have Survivor Connection events. This past weekend, May 10th through the 12th, down at Fort Indian Town Gap, north of Harrisburg, we had a Survivor event. And we had family members from all over the state of Pennsylvania gather, spend the night, meet and greet with each other. June 2nd, probably about 200 survivors will join at the Pocono Raceway.
Oh, yeah.
June 9th, we have 100 survivors going on a Gateway Clipper cruise together. It gives them the opportunity to share with someone who's experienced a similar type of loss in their family. And that is extremely important.
Yeah, I would guess that the healing that comes
Exactly.
about from being able to commiserate with others who have similar experiences to
Yes.
yours
Yes.
is just invaluable. Now, Dianna, as part of the Indiana County Veterans Providers Group, how did you folks make yourselves avail yourselves of these services? Was this something that you had to search out, or was it just a part of what somebody already knew was there?
Yeah, exactly. Somebody knew it was there. We are constantly, as a group, people will bring in names to me and say, this person I've had services with, or I'd like them to come and share what they do to the group. So, I mean, we have so many speakers come in, we have to line them up because they're out there. But I think you can tell, the passion in Denise's voice and the work that she does. And that is the way the group is. The group is very passionate about working with veterans and making sure that their services and their needs, are known and available to them. And you can hear that in her voice and the work that she does.
I would guess
Definitely.
it's a really great comfort to you to know that, okay, we've got this need, and we're not really sure how to go forward with this. And then someone like Denise comes along and you say, well, there you go. That plugs right in to what the
Exactly.
needs are that are being expressed.
After I talked to Denise yesterday on the phone, I had a call and made a referral to her, and then she shared that she had a referral, someone to speak to here in town. And that is key to the work that we do, is that we don't always know the answer. We don't always know, exactly where to send them. But when I send a message out to the group, they respond instantly.
Yeah.
I can do this, I can do that, but check this out or check that, and immediately those needs are met. And it works beautifully. It does.
And all this works together because we all have this network of very caring people. And so if I don't have the answer, I can guarantee that I'm calling people like Dianna and saying, do you have anybody on your list that might know this? Or we have a whole network of other people that we start calling, and eventually we're able to get some assistance for folks.
Yeah.
Right. And I make sure I always have her material. So anytime that I'm at an event, even like the Indiana Fair, I make sure I have her brochures. So I'm making sure that I'm promoting her services as well as everybody in the group, too.
So for that veteran or survivor or relative of somebody who is in need of your services, and they're sitting at home right now and they're saying, this sounds great, wonder how I get hooked up with it.
Please have them call me at 814-533-2481. Again, that's 814-533-2481. That is direct to my office, and if I'm not in, leave a message and I will call you back.
Wonderful, wonderful. They are good services, and there are good people who are involved in dispensing those services. And it's good to know we have someone like Denise Todero out there doing that.
Thank you very much.
We
Thank you,
appreciate so.
Denise.
And thanks so much for coming in to visit with us today. It's good to
Thank
meet
you
you.
for the privilege of being able to speak about the SOS program here this morning.
That's wonderful.
And Todd, all the events that she talked about, she will make sure that I get them, and we will post them on our Facebook page. So
Okay.
check out the Veteran Providers Group, Indiana County Veteran Providers Group on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wonderful. Anything else we need to pass along? Upcoming events? Of course, Memorial Day is on the way. It's That's a big
Memorial
one.
Day, yes. And we do have the car show coming up, but we'll be talking about that next month with Kevin Laser. But we're still working on the Legacy Project. Please, if you have a veteran or know of a veteran that would like to share their story or participate in that program, we're working with ICTC. Just call 724-471-7726 and leave me a message, and I will make sure that you get all that information.
It's a good thing. It's a
Thank
great
you,
thing.
Todd.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.